G'day folks, thought I'd do a quick little garden update for you all, things I haven't done one for a while. Let's start off with the mango. Looks like we're going to get a very nice crop off this lady this year. It may well be her last year as well, as I've mentioned before, because we will be expanding the aquaponics soon, and we'd like to move the whole shelter down the back a little bit more. But she's definitely going out with a bang, so we'll get at least one more large crop out of her. Maybe two if we put off moving or setting up the shed down here. Just down in this little root pouch setup, we have our black turmeric. As you can see, we have a number of flower heads on her. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blooms. So this one down here is just sort of struggling to get out of the corner of the pouch. And give her a bit of a hand. There we go. So yeah, pretty impressed with that. A bit of a quick look down here. Volunteer sunshine chilies going okay. The bees are busy at work. The coffee got slightly neglected a couple of weeks ago, and as you can see, she's got some watering stress damage. Just not enough water, and some of the tips have started to die off. But we also have a load of flowers coming on. We've had 3 or 4 flushes, so you can probably make out some small berries just forming there. Down here we have a warrigal green bed that should have some turmeric coming up through it soon. These guys really do need to be cut back and harvested and popped in the freezer. And so we have, just so we have them on hand when we need them. Bit of a quick look over here, we have some ginger resprouting. That's last year's growth, really should be picked up and popped in there as mulch. We have some ginger sprouting, and over in the corner we have another sunshine chili. So what we're really coming down the back for today is to harvest some blueberries. So just down here in the back corner we have our one southern highbush blueberry plant. We do have a couple of wicking pouches set up in a tray with some others, but yeah, I'll give you a bit of a look at what happened to them in the tick. But yeah, I suppose we should remove the netting, shouldn't we, Bianca? Yes. And make a start. Lizzie's brought down a big blueberry. Not yet, sweetie. No. So this shade cloth, or insect netting, is just held on with these little clips I've made out of irrigation pipe. So I'll just pop them up there. And just pretty much we'll just draped it over the plant itself. I have a feeling I should have picked a few of these the other day, because there's some, yeah, down on the ground here. So we'll get them first. Another one fell into a bit of an ant's nest. There's another one. So probably a couple of days overdue picking some of these. And just to give you a look at the size, this is a southern highbush variety. I've forgotten the actual name of this variety, but as you can see, there's a decent sized berries on these guys. I think the reason these guys have produced slightly larger berries this season is because I was a little bit more vigilant on the feeding regime and gave them a nice potassium boost just as I saw the flowers coming on. So I better stop yapping and start picking. Wow, some of these have actually started to dry out on the bush, as Bianca just pointed out, so still edible. They're still edible, they're little blueberry raisins, I think. We've got nowhere to set the camera up down here, folks. I'm just going to have to do a handheld jobby. I left the tripod in the car from shooting a clip on Mum's aquaponics yesterday. And Lizzie, it keeps eyeing off the bowl of blueberries. I think we might put them up in there, babe. Keep dropping more than I'm taking off here talking to the camera, so I think I'll just hook into picking these and we'll give you a bit of a look at the end. So she's all picked, and that's the harvest so far. We've actually had a couple of small pickings from it, but Lizzie's definitely wanting to nibble on a few. I'll give her a couple of scraps in a minute. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with what we've got so far. Are you going to give her one now? Yeah, look at her. So I'm pretty impressed with these. I will go up and I'll give you a bit of a gander at what happened to the other blueberries though. So this is our tray of blueberry burst plants, and what it is 4 plants just in root pouches that I have sitting in a tray of water. We've actually had a bit of rain, so there's some extra water in there at the moment. But yeah, they were doing really well. We had some awesome flower flushes on them, and we had a nice load of large fruit set. But what happened was, unfortunately, I hadn't used one of these little makeshift clips, and this side of the netting fell off, and we had the local fig birds, 2 breeding pairs, 2 males, 2 females come in here and absolutely decimate these guys while I was around at Mum's one day working on her aquaponics system. So we're not going to get a huge crop from these guys, but there are a load on there still. Small fruit from another flush coming through. So yeah, fingers crossed, these guys will get nice and large. So I'll give these guys a bit of a feed later on today, so give them a bit of a boost so these little fruit hopefully will fatten up nicely. There's a little baby ripe one there. Bianca's just picked a couple of fruit off the lime, so I'll give you a bit of a look at these guys here. They're right beside the blueberries. Got some more flowers coming on. We've got some smaller fruit set there. We've got some more fruit. This one here actually looks ripe too, babe. There we go, another one off. And we've got sort of fruit in different sizes all over the tree, which is great because it means we're getting a continual harvest from the lime tree. Yeah, so we're pretty chuffed with that. And just down here to show you, we have the little dwarf lemon. This is called a lots of lemon. We've got some more fruit coming on there. We've got a nice cluster of 6 down the bottom that are starting to ripen up.
Grasshopper attack.
Yeah, and grasshopper attack. We won't let this lady fruit again. After we get this lot of fruit off, we'll give her a bit of a rejuvenation spell, and then yeah, we'll let her go to flower again. You brought up your blueberry, did you, Lizzie? So there you go, folks, a real quick look at the mangoes, some of those awesome turmeric flowers and a blueberry harvest. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of a look at what's going on in the garden here. Obviously there's not a lot going on at the moment because we're still waiting to get some landscaping work done here. No new soil beds have gone in yet, but yeah, that'll be happening over the next couple of months. So we'll pretty much leave it there. Keep an eye out for the aquaponics clip. It should have already been posted, but if not, if you want to fix on aquaponics, you can check that out. Pop a link in the description down below. Thanks to all the supporters out there and the super contributors. Their links are also down in the description below. B wants me to shut up so we can go inside, so I will catch you later. Can I say goodbye?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Take it easy, folks. So, folks, here's a couple we found on the ground. And I think Lizzie deserves a munch. Get that stick out of there, hey? Are you going to be a lady and eat everyone individually, are you?
Probably.
You dropped one, my dear. She's also got the a taste for mulberries as well. So she's picked a few of them off the low-hanging branches. Why is my hand very slimy all of a sudden, Lizzie? There you go, nice girl, nice girl.